Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for a secret shave, the secret formula that I have for you, a prescription to get a better shave. Let's get started. So, I get asked all the time, how can I get an irritation-free shave? I'm getting ingrown hairs, I'm getting razor rash, and I don't know why. I've tried everything, Matt. I'm drawing a blank. Why can't I get a good shave? And I end up writing this email all the time, so now we're gonna give it as a video presentation. This is my prescription that I've come up with. It may not work for you, but I want you to try it. And I want you to make no substitutions. Try it exactly the way I'm gonna say to do this. And if you don't see good results, then you can say, Matt, I tried it your way, it didn't work. Okay, cool, but at least try it my way for at least 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks. So here we go, ready? Step 1 of the prescription, cold water. Do not use hot water. Take a hot shower, sure. Take the hottest shower you want. Wash your face when you're in the shower. Wash your face with whatever your normal soap, is, face wash. I obviously am not in the shower right now. I am here on a film set. I am using cold water, and I'm now going to use a pre-shave soap that kind of serves as a face wash as well. Now this is just the Razor Emporium pre-shave bar. I like it a lot. Go figure, I helped to develop it, and it works really good for me. It's also, we've heard lots of feedback now for close to a year that it's working great for other people out there as well. So I would say this is part of the prescription, a pre-shave routine. This one has activated charcoal. This one adds some glycerin, some slickness, and is just, to me, it's a way to amplify my shaving experience and my shaving product. I am going to use my hand. I'm not using my brush. I am working this into my beard and almost making a lather out of it with my hand. The cold water. Why cold water, Matt? I don't know why you're telling me cold water. I don't like the way it feels. I'm just going to substitute and go hot water. No, stop. Use cold water. Cold water is invigorating for the skin. It helps lift up the hair. It helps tighten the skin so that the hair stands up, kind of like goosebumps, right? And when that hair stands up and the skin is tight, you're less likely to get ingrown hairs. So start with cold water. Okay, we've got our pre-shave. That's kind of step 2, is apply a pre-shave product, or at least wash your face, I would say. Step 3, use a quality shaving soap. Now, I'm obviously biased. This is our shaving soap. This is called Heritage. It's one of our newest scents for Razor Emporium. It's the same base as our other soaps, but I would just say use a quality shaving product. I would also add the caveat that if you are getting redness during your shave, maybe try an unscented soap or a very, very mild soap or one meant for sensitive skin. We make an unscented. Parasso makes a fantastic white formula for sensitive skin with green tea and oatmeal. Other vendors like Phoenix Artisan make a scentless. A lot of times, guys, it's actually the perfuming oil or the fragrance oil that is causing the irritation. So if you want to eliminate that variable, go to an unscented. I know I don't have a problem with this. Some other heavily scented I do, but this one is good for me, so I'm going to use this. And I'm using cold water for the lather too, guys. Everything's cold. Cold everything. Kind of on these prescription steps, use a shaving brush. If you're getting ingrown hairs, a lot of times a shaving brush can help with that. There is a difference between smearing something on with your hands and working up a lather with a brush. The brush is going to exfoliate, it's going to lift up hairs, it's going to help get out any ingrown hairs that may be under the skin, or if they're just laying flat on the skin, that's another kind of easy way to get ingrown hairs. A lot of times my lower neck, the hairs are laying flat, and this kind of lifts them up and gets it suspended in the lather. You notice, guys, I'm making swirl marks, lots of circles, lots of scrubbing. I'm not just painting, I'm not just going like this. I'll do that at the end, but right now I am building a lather. Lots of water. A lot of times I hear from guys, oh, Matt, I got the shaving soap, I got the brush, but my lather's dry. Add more water. It's almost impossible to get too runny of a lather. If it's starting to get runny where it's dripping down your face, add some more product. If it's dry and flaky, add some more water. But the hydration of the water is also a recipe for success and part of the prescription. You notice here at the end, I am painting opposite of hair growth. So part of the prescription is to know the direction of your hair, like your grain map, right? I have a few days of stubble here where I can actually see my stubble, and I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So my hair on my cheeks goes down, so I'm putting the lather up to kind of bring that hair up. The hair on the bottom of my neck goes down, so I am going, goes up, so I'm going down on it. And then the hair on my neck goes down, so I'm going up on it. So opposite direction. So I know it's just been rapid fire here. Step 1, cold water. Step 2, pre-shave or face wash. Step 3, a quality product that you know is your skin agrees with. Maybe you've tested it on your hand or somewhere on your face and you're not getting red from any perfuming oils. Step 4 is to have a good quality brush. Badger is my preference, and I'd say for most people Badger works great. If you do have really bad ingrown hairs, try a boar brush. Boar brushes are a little more scrubby and a little more good at digging out hairs. If you have a terrible problem with ingrown hairs, get a boar brush. Synthetic, I would not recommend if you have issues with either of these. Synthetic is so soft, it doesn't really do a lot of that, in my experience. Now, we're going to now, was it step 5, step 6, whatever it is. We're going to go to the razor. Now, for me, I like an adjustable razor for shaving with, especially with sensitive skin, because I can dial in the shave that fits me. I also found, for me, it's my prescription to have a blade that is on the sharper side, not the most sharpest feather. I've seen people get irritation from feather blades too sharp, almost scraping. I like these, a lot of these Russian blades, the Perma-Sharp, the Paul Silver, let's see, the Rapiras, the Gillette Platinums, also the Israeli Reds, Personas, the Persona Lab Blues. Those are ones, I give them like 3.5, 4, 4.5 out of 5. Bolzanos. These are all great blades that I've experimented with as someone with sensitive skin, right? Now, I've loaded this into a Gillette Fat Boy. This has been one we have redone in our shop. It's what we call the Prospector finish with rhodium and 24 karat gold. Very cool. Yes, I know. But I like the adjustable aspect that I can sit here and I can dial in a number, and as I'm turning this number, it's actually exposing more or less blade. And I know that for me, I'm going to like this around 4, maybe 5, because I've used it a lot of times. So let's start with 4. You can also skin stretch if you're getting ingrown hairs. I'm using an incredible light amount of pressure, guys. You notice I am not gripping this like it's a paintbrush and I just gotta paint the whole wall today. No, I am gripping it like it's a fine instrument. It's a scalpel, it's a fountain pen. I just need this much grip on it, guys, and maybe a little bit of balance here. I'm using very light pressure, very light, short little strokes. I'm also doing what's called blade buffing. Rather than trying to push really hard and trying to scrape all the hair off of the area in one pass, I'm just doing little light strokes going over that same area to clear it. Now here's why I said adjustable. For my neck, I'm on 4, right? I can dial down to 3 for my neck. My neck's a little more sensitive. So Gillette Fat Boy would be a good choice, or the Slim. The super adjustables do the same feature. For more modern produced razors, we could be looking at the Mercure Progress, Rex Ambassador, Rex Consul. If you want the multi-plate thing, there's a Rockwell 6S. But you notice I'm just going real light, little blade strokes. And I'm going with the grain only. I'm not going across the grain, not going against the grain. I am following my grain. So half of the other reason why guys get ingrown hairs, they have no idea how their hair grows. they've either never let it grow out or they just not paying attention. So let it grow out. Let's do this other side. Now you may ask, why my skin stretching looks funny. Skin stretching helps to make the face flat. It makes a flat face, a flat surface area for the blade to glide over. It also helps to prevent ingrown hairs by lifting that skin, that hair up. I just think it's also good for getting a nice clean shave, good visuals. You notice, guys, if you've ever been to a barber shop, they will always skin stretch. Again, I am following with the grain only. Most guys, their cheeks are going to be down, their neck will be down. Sometimes their neck's up. But figure that out. If you are getting ingrown hairs, that may be part of your reason of why. Or razor rashes, you don't even know how the hair is growing. You notice I'm not doing these giant long strokes. Every time I see these commercials for shaving, this guy goes and just like goes all the way across his cheek and down his neck in one long stroke. I don't know how you do that without applying tons of pressure and expecting it to actually perform like that. I find the cold water invigorating. First time you do it, you're probably going to complain or think it's not as nice or luxurious feeling, but I think in time, you'll love it. I'm amazed how many guys I talk to that have tried everything but the cold water. I'm like, it's the only thing you can try that's free in this whole, whole setup here. I got a brush and shaving cream and blades to try and razors. Try just a different temperature of water. I'm going to leave it right there. I may just do a quick rinse off again with cold water, cold splash, part of the recipe, and see where I'm at. Now the temptation, guys, is to be trying to chase the BBS. You guys are on these chat rooms or Facebook and you're hearing this acronym or seeing this acronym about a BBS shave, a baby butt smooth shave. And you want it. You've heard about this BBS shave and you bought a safety razor and you said, oh gosh, I gotta get this BBS. My wife likes the BBS. Stop. You don't need to get a BBS. What you do need to do is not walk away from the shaving bar, the sink, and be covered in bloody, red, irritated, ingrown hair spots because you got that BBS at the expense of your face. It's much better to have a clean, comfortable, close, smooth shave and have irritation free, right? That's what I'm chasing, is irritation free. So I'm just kind of grazing my fingers over, and there's a couple little areas that I can maybe go back and okay, maybe a little here, You'd be surprised, even without any water or soap, just a tiny touch up of the blade is just fine. I'm going for that tacky feel, meaning when I'm done, my skin feels so soft and smooth that it wants to stick to my fingers. I've not put any product on it, just some water. That's what I go for. The other cool thing that happens with cold water is that when you're done and your skin returns to room temperature, whatever closeness you think you're at, it'll actually become a little bit closer as your skin relaxes, the skin kind of settles down, and that hair that maybe you thought was poking out all of a sudden is more flush with the skin level. So don't chase the BBS while you have cold skin and cold lather. Just be amazed with one pass with the grain only what kind of results you're going to get. And the last part of the recipe, guys, is the balm. I recommend not alcohol. If you're getting irritation and you're really trying to have a change, I know we all like that alcohol, Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, feel of a nice burn, and it does feel good. But guess what, guys? Right now, we need to eliminate variables, and sometimes the the alcohol can dry your skin out, and then your skin gets in the cycle where it's dry, so it produces more oil. When you get more oil, you get the potential of maybe acne or ingrown hair starting again. So you get in this nasty cycle, and then you dry it out, and then your skin kind of tries to make more. So I would say stick with the balm only for a while. This is my recipe. I want you to try it. I want you to try it for 2 weeks. In terms of frequency, I would say shave every day or every other day. Don't go more than 2 days without shaving, because that's another problem. I hear these guys, oh, I shave once a week. Well, that's a big problem for your skin. Your skin is having these drastic shifts where it's growing hair out and then gets chopped down and growing it out. Try to have it be more regular. Another kind of tip I could say, shave at night. If you're worried about not looking good, or you're worried about going to work and you don't want to have irritation, if you shave at night, you can have that kind of calm down and you kind of reset as you're asleep. You'll wake up, you'll be surprised, it'll look better, and you can go to work confident. But yeah, I had a fantastic shave today. I really enjoyed this. I haven't shaved with a Fat Boy for quite a while, and I haven't used one of our Prospector series with this gold and rhodium. I really like this look. Super cool. But that's my recipe. Cold water, pre-shave, or wash your face. A quality soap that doesn't have a lot of fragrance to it, or at least fragrance you don't react to. A quality brush, Badger if you're a normal guy, maybe Boar if you have terrible ingrown hairs. One pass only with the grain. Don't chase that BBS. Let's see. Skin stretch, another good recipe. Aftershave balm to finish up, and frequency. Every day, every other day. Don't let it go more than that. Stick with this, guys, for 10 to 14 days. So that'll be 5 to 7 shaves, right? On the low end, and maybe as much as 10 to 14 shaves on the high end. And email me if it's not better. I bet it's going to be better. I bet you're going to find that, oh my gosh, my irritation problems went away. It's looking good. It's looking smooth. I'm feeling great. Then as your skin gets used to this, you can have some different variables. Oh, I really want to try that lavender soap. Okay, let's see if that works now with your routine. And if you're getting consistent shaves with no problems, and then you change one variable, oh, let's try a different brush, and then you have a problem again, you know it was that variable. You can kind of reset back to those stuff that was working good. I kind of call it like my safe shave, like my safety shave, or like my secret formula, like let's reset, let's go to stuff back to basics that's going to work every time. That's what works for me. I want to know what's worked for you. What is your secret recipe? What's your secret ingredient, your secret component that I didn't discuss? Tell me below in the comments. If you do leave a comment, you're entered to win this, the Not So Dirty Razor Emporium Black and Blue official t-shirt. We appreciate you guys supporting our channel, supporting our retail store, coming to shop with us. Please click the bell to notify you whenever a new video comes out. Like this video, share it with somebody who needs this advice, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.